Hi, welcome to Coral Roots. I'm Adrian. This is my husband Eddie, a reluctant participant in the channel. Meet our golden retriever, Carol. Claire joins us as a special guest from time to time. And we live in Cape Coral, Florida. This channel is devoted to all things living that summer 365 lifestyle. Follow along as I serial start new projects and learn from YouTube University.
Welcome back to Coral Roots on this absolutely gorgeous December 12th day. It is 68 degrees, sunny as you can see. It's literally like the best Florida weather. I was out here doing some irrigation work and I realized, so we've been having problems with the spaghetti tubing, so it's the smaller tubing that connects to the actual little irrigation doobobbers, I don't know what they're called, and splitting. And it was one of those things that I was thinking about yesterday, and I realized, or remembered I should say, that the spaghetti tubing that I'm using is the stuff that comes from Home Depot. And I bought fancier, nicer stuff from the landscape, like commercial, where the actual irrigation and landscape guys buy their materials. Hold on a second. Okay, so the tubing we've been using, the tubing from Home Depot or Lowe's, I don't remember which, is this this brand, Orbit, which I don't think it's Orbit or I think Rainbird also makes another one that they sell in the stores. Anyway, but that tubing is like this. It's like a harder, more plasticky tubing. See how you can see at the end here how that's split? That's what it keeps doing at all of the sprinkler heads. And then I was like, I wonder if it's the tubing itself that's the problem. Like, because the way that I've done it, there's these things that convert your big 3/4 inch or 1/2 inch PVC pipe where it comes up at the sprinkler heads underground, that you can then attach this other part that converts it to a irrigation, landscape drip irrigation. There we go. And that's these little doohickeys. You can put like another part that goes on where the sprinkler head would pop up and down. This attaches, and then you put the fatter, can you see? Where's my hand? This tubing, see the difference in the widths here? So this tubing attaches to the end of this guy, and then all the little head things, spaghetti tubing, attaches to the funny tube is what that's called. I don't know why it's called funny tube. It's not funny. Anyway, all this to ramble on and say, the stuff that I bought from the irrigation place is by far superior. Like, I don't know if you're going to be able to pick up on it's got like a thicker, there you go, like a thicker tube to it, and it's got a different, well, it doesn't look thicker on here, but it's got like, this is like a more plasticky, shiny type, and this is more of like a hose, better plastic, rubber, more rubber, there we go, all that, holy Hannah. Anyway, so what I'm doing is a 2 or 3 part thing, because of course I can't do anything simple. I was going around and finding all the ones that were split, which is what's in my pocket here, because this is going to go in the garbage, and replacing those. And then while I was out here doing that, I decided I better start looking at all of the little heads, because the other thing that seems to be happening is once the heads pop off, or sorry, once a head pops off in the line, then the rest of them get dirt in them, and it's a closed system, meaning it shouldn't get dirt in it. So, like for this one, yeah, look at that. Holy crap. Look at all the dirt in there. So what I've been doing is kind of going through, and I'm probably going to need to go back, and I skipped some of them thinking they were fine, but like I'm going through and loosening up the dirt and then taking my water and dumping water in it, basically cleaning them. So I'm hoping, you can't see what I'm doing, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to like not get it all over my lap. I'm hoping that this pays off, and I wonder if I should just literally replace all of them and then, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. Instead of trying to pour the water in there, I think what I'm gonna do, I'll have to wash this, Abby. Oh yeah, way better. Smarter than a 5th grader. Okay, and then same thing with this little guy. Try not to drop it in there. So clean these all out. And then hopefully my system will run better. Because what I also want to do, I said I was doing like multiple things out here. So replacing the ones that are broken, cleaning these, and then also I have some peppers that are ready to go. This says orange, you can't read it. These are literally seeds that I pulled from a grocery store organic orange pepper. We're going to try it. It's a winter season here, so bell peppers have a better chance, a fighting chance, if you will, of making it. In the Florida summer, they don't do so hot because bugs get them. So usually like smaller sized peppers do better here. Look at that. You can't see that one. This is a shorter hose, so I can't bring it to you. But anyway. Oh yeah, that's going to be the ticket. Because obviously they don't take as long to come to ripe when they're smaller peppers. So I'm going to try planting these, and I need my irrigation to work because it's dry season here in Florida right now, and I need water on them. Oh yes, I think we might have just solved this problem. Although, like I said, I should probably just be replacing all of the tubing. So that's what I'm going to do. And apparently now I'm going to go through and replace this one, it's like a little filter just came off of it. Apparently what I need to do is go through and clean all the filter, or what are these things called? Emitters. Okay. Let's reconvene once I'm actually starting to dig, because otherwise you can't see what I'm doing, and I can't put the camera lower because it's awkward position. It's like in my lap, and we're not doing that kind of video. So yeah. All right, I lied. I was gonna not record right now, but I realized I'm gonna want to finish in this one section before I move on. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to not sit on the ground is still a little damp from morning. Although it's 10:30 by now, so it's really not that damp, but it was a little. Anyway, before I move on from the section, I do want to get these planted. And I don't know how many I'm going to put in here. Maybe I'll just put all of the orange on this side. And then on the other side, I can put the other colors. I don't remember what I have. Red, maybe? Orange, red, yellow. Orange, red, yellow. Anyway, maybe keep them separate. And then these need to be washed so bad. They're like crunchy. Anyway, keep them separate. And then we'll know that these ones over here are supposedly supposed to get to be orange. Weeding. Just a little weeding here. Because, of course, it's always weedy. I need to get some more mulch. I am keeping bringing this up, still doing the vertigo, although I feel a lot better. I went back to the chiropractor yesterday to my regular gal. My C2 was way, way off. way out of alignment. You should have heard the popping on that thing. So I'm still going to try to take it easy. We were having a little bit of a conversation around why my neck is now, so as she refers to it, I have instability happening, which is why it keeps popping back out, which I never had before. Variety of reasons, blah, 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 blah. One of them could be the hormone changes, which I think is kind of BS. Like, I'm not saying she's lying. I'm saying it's just BS. Like, why would that have to be something? Anyway, so I'm chatting through different potential quote-unquote options, which most of them I don't like. So I'm just going to keep working on the adjustments, keeping myself trying to be active, but not so overactive like my normal self. So like, this is what's annoying. Like this time of year, because the weather is so amazing, this is when we want to be doing our big projects because it's cool outside. For example, I want to continue the sidewalk project on the side of the house from last year, which I know is one of the reasons why some of you are new subscribers is because you saw the dry pour sidewalk. Yes, it's awesome. Yes, it's still lasting. I want to continue it down the whole length of our house. It's a big project. It's heavy and it's hard to do when you can't. You're not supposed to be, I guess, being as vigorous, which is so dumb. Like, I don't like having restrictions. I realize I've been pretty fortunate, so that's why I'm not really complaining so much as I'm complaining. I'm just irritated, I guess, is all. Anyway, so yes, that is still on my agenda to do, and maybe I'll just do it in smaller bites. Like, instead of doing a huge section like I did before, maybe I just do smaller sections. I don't know. Will that work out better for the sidewalk in the long run anyway? Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. I almost pulled I have grapevine growing here too. I almost pulled that. Okay, so I've got 3 sprinkler heads coming off of here. One I was using to feed the pineapple. And then I've got one that was sort of over here in the grape world. And this one, I forget what this other vine is. It doesn't appear to be living, but maybe it is. I don't think it is. This one's really long. I almost want to put a T-junction on it so I can, maybe that's what I should do right now. If I'm going to T-junction it though, then I should just replace it with the better tubing. Don't you think? Yeah. Okay. Now it's not going to want to come off. Are you serious? Right? What the heck? Come on. Oh my Lord. I feel like I'm going to have some major edits happening in this because you're not probably seeing a whole lot. I'm just talking. Like, what the heck? Let me just pull the head off of this. Got it. Thank you. And then I've got to do the head off of this guy. Pretty clean that one. Oh, cool. Broke it, but not actually off. If you could see this, you'd be super annoyed with me. All right, well, this is cool. So I learned the hard way on the other one that this wants... Can I just cut this? Oh, there's birds shenanigans over there. That made me jump. I was like, ooh. Yeah, they're over there just playing in the... Okay, I don't want to break the nozzle. Just want to pull this hose off of here. Success! Now I could just use, instead of doing a T, maybe I should soaker hose right here. Just do a little circle of a soaker hose. Not soaker hose, emitter hose. That's what I meant. Oops. That's this guy. This is one that's got, it's the same spaghetti tubing size, but it's got holes every, I get this one every 12 inches. No, 1/4 inch emitter tubing, 6 inches. So every 6 inches there's a hole. That could work nice for my vegetable situation here. Oh, everything just is so ridiculous, right? Yeah, I am still drinking coffee. If you're gonna do this, you can like make a circle and then use the little T and it crosses back in on itself. But I have some unused ends on this guy, so I could literally just pull one of the ends off, make a circle, and reattach it to itself. 1, 2 open ports. So we're gonna put this on here. It's always fun to do. It's got to go like. So then if I go, I still have one here, one there. Basically, we're going to make, this guy I think is still going to be for the pineapple, but this one I'm going to make as a circle to plant my peppers around. How does that sound? That was the remaining from the back thing. I got it now. All right, there we go. There we go. Nice. So, don't. Okay, those are on there. You can still feed this guy. There's a weed here apparently that I missed. You are an entire weed pretending to be something. Lame. I need some serious mulch happening. So I'm going to use a little of the plant tone fertilizer because I've lost a lot of the nutrition, I think, in my ground here. Oh, Claire's calling me.
Claire called, so I went and answered that and finished connecting all of that spaghetti tubing. And then I moved over and basically did the exact same thing. I removed several of the individual emitter heads and then put everything on the drip tubing for future planting of plants over in the other section as well.
After all kinds of fun, I got it all working. I ran it for a full half hour. I think we're good. I ended up deciding to, instead of having all the individual heads coming off, do another of the 6-inch soaker, because at some point I will be planting garden, like food plants in here, and I'll want the extra water. Over here, I capped off the end of that part of the tea, or I guess tea, and then have water going to this David Austin Vanessa Bell, which, by the way, she's looking beautiful. The one over there does not have water and actually gets a little bit more shade. I think twofold. Probably the water thing most of all. So I got to get that one up and running, but that was not a today task. Over here, I got some peppers planted. These are purple peppers from the grocery store ones that I started from the grocery store seed. And then I currently have the original, more plastic, cheaper spaghetti tubing because it seemed to still be working. So we'll see how that goes. And then went through this over here. I replaced that spaghetti tube with the better one. Cleaned every single one of the emitter heads out. So everything actually is flowing. Got that one, and that one hooked up to the $2 pentas that we got when my mom was here. They look a little sad right now. Don't worry, they'll bounce back, I think. And then over here, same thing. I did the 6-inch spaced emitter soaker hose and then replaced or cleaned, I should say, the heads on that one and that one. And then this one has the orange pepper plants planted. Say that 3 times fast. All said, I feel good about getting that all done. I think we're going to call it on today's episode. Making baby steps, progress on this beautiful weather and with my vertigo. Thanks for watching. See you next time.